Substance Abuse in the Youth Culture by Ruth Fox. Some high school statistics. 1 in 20 10th and 12th grade students smoke cigarettes, and 1 in 5 10th and 12th graders vape. Nearly 1 in 5 8th graders and 1 in 3 12th graders have or currently drink alcohol. Approximately 1 in 5 10th and 12th grade students smoke marijuana. 1% of 12th grade students have gone onto harder drugs like opioids, like fentanyl. College statistics. 15.5% vape nicotine, 28% abuse alcohol, and 43% smoke marijuana. A little about the developing brain. It develops backwards. They develop back to front is what I mean. According to brain imaging technology, developing brains may be more prone to damage because they develop in this way. Physical coordination develops first, followed by emotion and motivation, and then judgment. It takes the human brain about 25 years to fully develop. Due to this prolonged development period, adolescents often engage in risky behaviors and exhibit mood swings. This is normal. The prefrontal cortex, or commonly referred to as the voice of reason, seen in the last slide, is the last part of the brain to fully mature. Until it does, teenage decisions lean more toward instant gratification with the least amount of effort. Okay, here's the developing brain on drugs. Satisfying needs and desires is finely tuned during the adolescent years. This is the time when the young brain is learning how to function well and is getting stronger. When the young people begin taking drugs to satisfy some of their needs, their brains lose the ability to meet those needs independently and instead rely on the drug in order to work. The longer a drug is taken, the deeper the damage becomes. It takes more and more of the drug in different kinds of drugs to satisfy the same need. Nicotine abuse. Disturbing additives in tobacco and where they are otherwise commonly found. Acetone, like in nail polish remover, ammonia, for household cleaner, arsenic, or rat poison, cadmium, like is found in battery acid, carbon monoxide, like smokes from a car's tailpipe, and formaldehyde, like embalming fluid for dead people, and tar, material for paving roads. These poisonous chemicals combine in the human body and result in the following diseases, like heart disease, stroke, COPD, and various forms of cancer. Here's an example of someone who smoked for a really long time and ended up getting throat cancer. Alcohol abuse, short-term effects, loss of physical coordination, blurred speech and vision, slowed reaction time, mood swings, vomiting, and trouble making good choices. You may choose to sleep with a gross person and really regret it the next day because of beer goggles. Here's some beer goggle examples. Long-term effects of alcohol abuse. Brain shrinkage, trouble learning, stroke that can leave you paralyzed for the rest of your life, cardiovascular disease, makes it hard for you to get active with your friends, and liver diseases that make it harder for you to heal and recover from illnesses. Marijuana abuse. Here's some problems. Marijuana abuse can result in disorientation, lack of physical coordination, depression, sleepiness, anxiety, panic attacks. Chemicals from smoke can stay in your body for weeks and cause diseases of the lungs. It can also cause memory and learning problems and psychosis. You can go crazy and lose touch with reality entirely. Opioid abuse. Opioids are drugs that have been approved to treat pain by the Federal Drug Administration. However, people take in excess of these drugs when they have no prescription for them. This can lead to drowsiness, constipation, confusion, nausea, slowed breathing, and possibly even death when sufficient amounts of these drugs are ingested, smoked, snorted, or injected. Hallucinogen abuse. There are several different types of hallucinogens, like LSD, PCP, peyote, Dimitri, and the N-bomb. People take these drugs in pill, liquid, smoking, vaporizing, and let them dissolve in one's mouth. Different ways of taking it. These drugs affect a person's mood, like paranoia, perception of reality, causing psychosis, emotions, cause panic, ability to learn and retain new information, sleep ability, trouble breathing, and sexual behavior. When their perception of reality is altered, users can often have terrifying trips, like being stuck in their worst nightmares for the next 12 hours that they can't wake up from. Acid is also known as LSD. Methamphetamines, something that's a really bad habit for a whole lot of people I know about. Short-term effects, also known as crystal meth, glass, tweak, or ice. People who do this drug experience a rush of energy and often push their bodies far beyond their limits. People experience a loss of appetite, decreased need for sleep, hyperactivity, and increased irritability that can lead to violent behavior. Psychosis and death can result with just one experience. Brain damage similar to that of Alzheimer's is some of the long-term effects of methamphetamines. Liver, kidney, and lung damage also result. Malnutrition, disorientation, depression, confusion, psychosis, severe tooth decay, also known as meth mouth, and death. Some lovely pictures for your dentist.